Hey guys, my name is Jackson. In this video, I'll be answering three different questions. The first is where was I in my career and academic planning before this class began? What I have learned in the class to help me progress towards a career, and what do I plan to do in the future in order to complete my education and obtain an awarding career. So to start out, before this class began, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with my life. As far as what career I wanted to go into, I knew I wanted to be a doctor. But that being said, knowing that I wanted to help people for a living wasn't enough to be able to actually get into that career. I definitely was a level one thinker. I thought that I would just, take the courses that I needed to take, get the experience I needed to get, and then I would just get into med school. I would go from med school to my internship, and then I would just eventually be a doctor. But taking this class, that really helped me move from a level one thinker to being a level three thinker, which basically I made clear expectations for myself, what was needed to do in order to get to where I wanted to go. So with that being said, there's a lot of things that I have to do in order to get into the medical career. I would say that one of the biggest things that helped me create a plan and helped me have clear expectations of what I wanted to do, what I needed to do to be able to get to where I wanted to go, was doing the mentor interviews. That was something that helped me a ton. Just being able to talk to experienced doctors, people that have been there, what their experiences were like to be able to get into that field and what they do and don't like about that field. I talked to a couple doctors that had 20 years plus of experience and different kinds of doctors. They gave me just different knowledge of what the different career paths within the medical field are and what was pleasing to me and what wasn't. There were some things that turned me off, but also some things that really helped me get excited about becoming a doctor. One of the biggest things that I learned was just being able to set clear expectations for myself. That it was really going to be hard to get into med school, and the med school was also going to challenge me quite a bit to then go further on in the career and become a doctor eventually. But the biggest thing that I took away from the mentor interviews was the advice that they gave me. What would they do differently if they were in my position now, and what was good that I needed to do to be able to get into med school. One of the things that I took away was it's important to be different. It's important to stand out from the crowd. Also, one of the things that I learned was from a couple units ago when we talked about internships, as well as job experience that we needed to be able to get into our career. We talked a lot about the importance of, especially in medical school, the importance of hours of experience, working with patients, also being in research opportunities, doing research work. That's really helped me gain clear expectations again for what I need to do. I've learned what I need to do for internships, what I need to do for the amount of hours that I need to do them. It's really opened my eyes, helped me look deeper and take action. Again, I think I was level one thinker with this. I thought, I would just get experience when the time was right, and that would help me get into med school. But I've learned that it's not going to be handed to me. I really need to go out and do the things necessary to be able to get that experience, to be able to stand out and excel in school, and as an intern to be able to get to med school. With that being said, there are a lot of things that I've made plans for. Like I said, I have plans to be a research assistant, do internships so that I can eventually get into med school. As far as academics, the first thing that I've done is I've made a list of certain classes that I do need to take that are required from certain med schools. There are some med schools that require a little bit different classes, but for the most part, they're all the same. Along with that, I've gotten closer to choosing a major. I do want to stand out, so I don't want to go into a major that a lot of the medical students go into. During the career fair, during the major fair, I was talking to the exercise science program, and they said that 95% of the students at BYU that apply for med school are exercise science majors. So basically what they said is I should be an exercise science major because I'd be with everyone that was going to go into med school. But that did turn me off. I do want to stand out, like I said, in my interviews with doctors, they said that I needed to stand out. So I'm going to choose a major that interests me, but also helps me stand out from the other people that are going into the medical field. So I'm thinking more of the lines of psychology or family studies. As far as experience, I've also started reaching out to professors, talking about internship opportunities as well as job opportunities that would give me the necessary experience that would be attractive to med schools and ultimately be able to be accepted, and also working closely with professors so that I can eventually ask for letters of recommendation. I know those are very important to be able to get into med school. And that about does it for my video. I hope you guys enjoy.